Alright, welcome to the next episode of Video Game Reviews. It's episode number 45. And in this episode we're going to be discussing, reviewing Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Sega Genesis. This, of course, is a 1992 release, coming out the year after the first Sonic the Hedgehog game came out. Now, of course, our favorite blue hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog, returns in this game, but he has a new partner with him, and that is Miles Tails Prower. Now, how his character Tails comes about is that he is described as having idolized Sonic as a child and wanting to keep up with him. So essentially, pretty much doing whatever he does. Now, this game is similar. The premise of this game is similar to that of the original Sonic the Hedgehog game. So, Dr. Robotnik, of course, planning to dominate the world with his army of robots, which have animals inside, the power of the 7 Chaos Emeralds. However, this time around, he is constructing an armored space station known as the Death Egg. Now, of course, the goal of the game is to beat Robotnik and saving as many animals as possible, getting all 7 of the emeralds. Now, the default ending of this game, actually, I'm not going to spoil it for those who have not completed it. But you can select to play as either Sonic, Tails, or both of them at the beginning of the game. And later on, though, you control Sonic with Tails running along beside you. Although a second player can jump in at any moment and control Tails separately. Now, there are 1, 2, or 3 acts in each level, and then at the end of the last act is a boss fight with Robotnik. And this game, of course, also introduces the Spin Dash, or Super Dash attack, in which you curl into a ball and spin while stationary, which gives you a speed boost. Now, you lose a life if any of the following happens. If an enemy hits you and you don't have any rings, you're crushed, you fall off screen, or you take too long to complete the act because you only have 10 minutes in which to complete each act. And if any of that happens, then you restart the level from the last checkpoint that you passed. Of course, dying with no lives means a game over. Now, of course, when you get at least 50 rings and pass a checkpoint, you can go to a special stage in which you go through a 3D half-pipe course, collecting rings and dodging bombs. And you have to get a set amount of rings in order to pass through each of the checkpoints and obtain the emerald. And the stages do get harder as you go on, and you can't go into any stage without passing the previous one. Now, once you get all the emeralds, you can turn into Super Sonic if you chose Sonic at the beginning of the game. However, this transformation requires you to have at least 50 rings. And Super Sonic is yellow instead of blue, and it is immune to enemy attacks, and his speed, acceleration, and jump height also go up. But he loses 1 ring per second, and when all the rings are gone, he goes back to being regular Sonic. So this is overall a pretty cool game for the Sega Genesis, and pretty good sequel. Sega really did something right when they created Sonic to, I guess, rival Nintendo's Mario. Alright. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Video Game Reviews. And in the next episode, we're going to go over the 3rd installment of the Sonic the Hedgehog series. That being Sonic the Hedgehog 3. See you then.